Hey foodies, happy holidays. Today I'm going to make a very special dessert. We're going to do a Mediterranean inspired panna cotta. So we're going to use rose water syrup, which is the first thing I'm going to make. I have some pistachio granola mix that we're going to make using golden syrup. We're going to add some sesame seeds to it. I have some Greek 5% yogurt, half and half, and these are the food grade rose petals. That's what you want to use. There's no chemicals in there, and we're going to top it off with some blackberries. So to kick things off, we're going to start with the rose syrup. So I have distilled water. I'm going to add that to my pot. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice right in there, and we're going to add our equal parts cane sugar. Let's get that on the stove and get it dissolved. On medium heat, I'm going to let this go about 5 to 8 minutes until the sugar has completely dissolved. So you can use this for any drinks, non-alcoholic drinks. You can use it to mix with other desserts. And we're actually going to do a 2-for-1. So we're going to use this mixture to actually help make the pistachio granola that's going to go for it. Okay, the sugar is dissolved. I'm going to add my rose petals in there. I'm going to let this go for about 5 more minutes. Wow, I can really smell the rose petals. It's got a nice floral scent to it, and it's going to go really well with this dessert. Can't wait to try it. I'm going to pour now and separate the petals from the syrup. Oh, look at that. Right now, we're going to make the panna cotta mixture. First things first, I'm going to take gelatin powder. I'm going to add a tablespoon of coconut water. And with that, I'm going to add just a touch of the cream. We're going to let that dissolve a little bit. So I'm going to add my half and half. You can use whole milk or heavy cream, but I think half and half gives you the perfect consistency. And we're going to take the sugar now, dump it in there. Right here, I'm going to add the yogurt. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this rose syrup. There you go. We'll save the rest for the brittle. And now we just want to heat this up until it steams. Okay, the sugar is dissolved. Throw in a little vanilla extract. Now I'm going to add the gelatin. Just going to stir it till it dissolves completely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it. And we're just going to mix this together till it's one. So you can use 4-ounce ramekin molds like this. Pour it in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these silicone molds because I think they look really nice. And now we're just going to pour it in each and try to get it to the top. So I'm counting about 5 seconds for each. All right, and I'm going to chill these in the fridge for about 1 to 2 hours until they're firmly set. Okay, so now we're going to make my pistachio granola using golden syrup. So golden syrup is just butter. We're going to add some ginger, and we're going to add some brown sugar to it. So right here I have my mix of pistachio. I have sunflower seeds, very healthy, and some toasted coconut. And if you guys want this recipe, make sure you click down in the description. I'll have the full recipe. And with that, I'm going to add a little bit of color with some sesame seeds. Give that a nice toss. And now I'm going to get 2 tablespoons of the syrup in there. Heat it up for about a minute. I want to get the residual water out of there. Now I'm going to add my brown sugar in there and the equal parts butter. And we're going to add some ground ginger. And if I had a word to describe this mixture right now, it's bubbling away as it comes to a boil, is golden and delicious. Come back over here. Now I'm going to add it to my mixture of nuts. Just to make it easier, I'm going to do it back in the bowl. Just going to toss this around. Now I'm going to add a pinch of salt to this. Get everything on my parchment paper. And we're just going to press it down. And we're just going to dry this out for about 10 minutes. Okay, my granola has cooled off. I'm just going to break it. So With this dessert, I used to work for a chef and he loved really soft desserts, but I always thought something was missing. So for this, I'm adding this crunchy texture. It's going to be tantalizing for your taste buds. So you're just going to break it apart. Do like whatever shape you'd like. Just going to cut my blackberries. And I've also decided to use some raspberries. I think that red color will make this dessert really pop. So we'll do about 2. And right here I have a little bit of hot water. So if you're using a cup, you really don't have to worry about unmolding it. Okay. Now I'm going to unmold it. So just dip it in the hot water for about 20-30 seconds. Take a piece of my granola. And now we're going to build the dessert. Let's do a blackberry. Let's do a raspberry. Like that. This looks really good. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dig into this right now. Oh, look at that creamy texture. Perfect. Perfect consistency. Let's break this off. Nice crunch. Wow. This is really impressive. There's so many things going on right now. It's like there's like 3 levels to this dessert. There's like the Panna Cotta, which has like a very subtle but rich and tangy flavor, especially from the yogurt and the rose syrup. It's very subtle, it's very nice. And then you just get this like burst of flavor from the fruit, and then you get this added crunch from this golden pistachio granola. So it's a very simple dessert. There's 3 parts. You can use those parts however you'd like. You can use the rose syrup for tea. You can use the granola for breakfast. You could just eat it by hand. You know, it's a very easy dessert, but come on, it looks 5-star. So I hope you guys like this video. And if you want another special dessert, check out my flourless chocolate cupcakes. They're amazing. Take care.